video is about direct variation and inverse variation. Direct variation describes a simple relationship between two variables. We see y varies directly with x if y equals kx for some constant k. This means that as x increases, then y must be increasing. As x decreases, then y decreasing. The graph of the direct variation is a straight line through origin. Formula for direct variation, that's y equals kx for the function. If we're looking for the constant using this, if we are given three values and looking for the fourth value of a variable, then we're using this formula. Here are some graphs when k equals a different number. From the graph, we could see this is a linear function. So direct variation is a linear function. Inverse variation describes another kind of relationship. We see y varies inversely with x. If y equals k over x for some constant. In other words, remember x times y equals k. So when x increases, y must be decreased. That's why we call inverse variation. When x decreases, then y must be increasing. Formula for inverse variation will be y equals k over x. Basically, you know that's a rational function. It's a rational function. If you're looking for constant number, we do multiplication to get constant number. Then if you are given three values, then looking for the fourth value of a variable, then using this formula. From the graph, you could see this is a rational function. Remember, formulas for direct variation is this. Then for inverse variation, it will be this one. You have to know how to choose the correct formula to work out the problem. Practice 1. If y varies directly with x, keywords is directly. And y is 42 when x equals 4. Find the constant of variation. For the constant of variation, you will get, write down the function y equals kx. So for k part, you know that's y over x. Then equals 42 over 4 means 21 over 2. This is the final answer. For number 3, if y is directly proportional, that's the keywords, means direct variation. Y equals 12 and x equals 16. What's the value of x when y equals 5? For this kind of question, you know, label y1, x1. Then we're looking for x2 when y2 equals 5. Therefore, since this is a direct variation is proportional. Therefore, I do the y1 over x1 equals y2 over x2. Then I plug in. You will get the 12 over 16 equals 5 over x2. Then we do cross multiply. So x2 equals 16 times 5 over 12. Reduce. We'll get this part 3, here's a 4. So 20 over 3 will be the final answer. Now let's go to number 5. If y varies directly with x, keywords is directly. That means a direct variation. Y is 14 when x equals 16. Find the function. We know the function will be y equals kx. So basically, I'm looking for k so that we can get the linear function. For the k part, we know that's y1 over x1. y1 equals 14 and x1 equals 16. Therefore, plug in 14 over 16. You will get 7 over 8. Therefore, linear function will be y equals 7 over 8x. That's the function. Now let's go to number 7. If y varies inversely with x, inverse variation, y is 12 when x is 4. Find the constant number. So you can label here is y1 and x1. We need a constant number. That means for inverse variation, k equals x1 times y1. Therefore, you can get 12 times 4 equals 48. For number 9, if y is inversely proportional to x and y equals 2 when x equals 16, what's the value of x when y equals 5? Still, we need to label here it's y1, x1. For any variable, when the value given, we always label y1, x1, and y2, we're looking for x2 now. Therefore, since this is inversely proportional, we know that x1, y1 equals x2, y2. So I plug in 16 times 2 equals x2 times 5. Then I divide by 5 both sides. x2 equals 32 over 5. That's the answer. For number 11, if y varies inversely with x and y is 3 when x is 15, find the function. So first of all, you will label y1, x1. We're looking for the function, basically means y equals k over x. It's rational. You know the rational function, the parent function for rational function is y equals 1 over x. That's the parent function. So it's k over x. That's the function for inverse variation. Then you need to figure out the k. K equals x1 times y1. Therefore, we got 3 times 15. So we got 45. Therefore, y equals 45 over x. This is the function. For number 13, at a store, the cost of a bag of ice varies directly with the weight of ice. If a 7-pound bag of ice costs $0.86, what's the cost of a 20-pound bag of ice? You can label this one is x1, then here's y1, then x2. Make sure the unit for x1 and x2 are the same. Then cost basically is y2. Since this is varies directly, that means y1 over x1 means the slope equal to each other. So that's how you get the y2 over x2. Plug in. y1 is 0.86, and for x1 is 7 equals. For y2 we're looking for, then this part is 20 pounds. So we cross multiply now. You will get the y2 equals denominator is 7. Then 20 times 0.86 will be 17.2. Then divide by 7, we got 2.46, which means $2.46. That's the cost. Let's go to number 14. The table below shows the number of miles that a truck can travel while using gallons of gas. How many miles can the truck travel on 22 gallons of gas? First of all, we check this data, and we know that 80 over 5, it will be equals to 144 over 9 equals 240 over 15 equals 16, which means y over x equals k constant 16, and y equals 16 x. Therefore, I plug in 22 into this function. 16 times 22. Answer will be, so we put into calculator, you will get 352 miles.